So, Nick, you looking forward to the new season of Arrested Development?
My answer is I am going into it looking forward to it, but I'm painfully aware that it could not be good.
Yeah, I hope it's good. So there's a little bit of drama going on. You didn't know about this. I told you about it when I came over because I wanted to talk about it because a lot of people were talking about it. I want to keep up to date and keep it up and fresh.
Because that's what we are here. We're hip and fresh.
For sure. So it's not uncommon knowledge that apparently Jeffrey Tambor was not a good guy on the set of Transparent.
Just angry.
Yeah. And it looks like apparently I guess there was one time where he was really bad on Arrested Development. I don't know if it was from the original series or it was from like the Netflix series.
I think it was Netflix because he talks about in his interview how like how like Netflix has been good to him and all that. So I think it was during the Netflix.
Maybe. But I guess he blew up at one point at Jessica Walter. I guess it just turned into an argument or something, and I guess he just really fucking lashed out on her, which isn't a good thing. Like, I'm not like defending him or what. I'm starting to sound like Jason Bateman.
It sounds like from his interview, Jason Bateman just wants to keep the show going. So that's all he's trying to do.
And a lot of people are upset, especially at Jason Bateman, because he is defending him. But yeah, like you're saying, it's just kind of like, all right, I get it. Like, we just want to do like a good PR show so people will watch our show and stuff like that. I don't know. It's making me a little upset about it because I just have this like picture of Arrested Development in my head, and I don't want to see like, I don't know, there's drama going on behind the scenes or whatever. But like, it just even like the two of us, like we worked on a bunch of projects together and things can get heated. Like, we've never like gotten to the point of like yelling at each other or anything.
Nah.
But I could definitely see something like that happening, and like, we're not working as professionals either.
Honestly, it more so happened just because we're tired too.
Yeah, exactly. And like, even I think it was Tony Hale was saying that, like, you know, things like build up. Like, it wasn't just like just lashing out on her just like out of like nowhere or whatever. Like, tensions grew or whatever. But like, I don't know, it's just getting into this thing where like there's so many people that are like so on edge about everything. It's like you can't have an argument with somebody without like the press saying like he should never work in Hollywood again.
Yeah, that's the problem with. That's why I always said I would never want to be famous, because you can't do anything or go anywhere without it being a big fucking deal.
And it's just getting worse and worse now in Hollywood, where just like if you say one little thing, your career could be ended.
Oh well. I don't want to get too much into this because it gets too... Don't even look at a girl. Like, if you're a guy in Hollywood and you just, like, look at a... Don't do it. He looked at me funny. You're done. Career over.
Yeah. And it's like, I don't know, some people would call us, like... I don't know. I definitely lean more towards, like, the liberal side. But, like, just some people are just, like, way too, like... like social justice warriors and stuff like that.
Oh, and I mean, I understand. Like, some people do sleazy things and they deserve to be like
for sure
punished and reprimanded for it. And some of these people do deserve to have their careers end because
like
they're slime
Weinstein.
balls. But there's others where it just becomes like everything is all of a sudden a social like justice fight, social like problem, and everything is like the Oscar Awards, you can't go through one speech without them saying, like, this is for women in power, or this is for African American in power.
This year was, like, crazy with that.
And it's like, I get it, but it's not always about that. You won an award for a thing.
Exactly.
Say thank you for that. It doesn't always have to be a bigger fight.
For sure. And, just, like, I remember, after this, I saw a tweet. Let's see if I can find it. It was a tweet saying that, like, Arrested Development would be nothing without Jessica Walter, and I super agree with that. But like, that was like going against Jeffrey Tambor. And then I saw a reply, let's see if I can find it. I think one of my friends retweeted it. I saw a reply Let's see. I don't know. I can't find it. But it was basically a tweet saying that Jeffrey Tambor adds nothing to the show. And that is so fucking wrong.
It all started with him.
Yeah, like, everyone's saying, like, yeah, he's, like, the central, like, plot point or whatever, but he doesn't need to be in the show. It's like, he adds so much to the show.
He's two characters.
Yeah, exactly. And, like, just even think of, like, the second episode ever. There's always money in the banana stand.
Yeah.
Like, can you think of Arrested Development without that line? It's like, he adds so much to the show. And it's like, just because somebody did something shitty that everybody acts like they never liked him.
Yeah.
It's like that happened with Louis C.K. too. And it's like, I'm a huge Louis C.K. fan. And like, the fact that I can't like him anymore sucks.
Well, you gotta think about it this way. The worst he did was yell at her.
Yes.
He didn't hit her. He didn't go after her. He yelled at her.
Yeah.
So, your parents yell at you all the time. You gonna hate them forever because your parents yelled at you one time?
Well, see, now kids will call the cops.
Well, yeah.
And they'll go to jail, and then all the social justice warriors will say, like, good for him.
Yeah. But it's like, he could have... Out of all the things you've been hearing about people doing, don't you think you can forgive a man for yelling at somebody?
For lashing out because they were frustrated on a set.
Yes.
On something that you have no idea what could possibly go wrong because you're not part of the media field. And just, like, seeing it from the outside, like, just how can you possibly see, like, how he's just an evil man, you know?
Yeah. I mean, if anything, maybe what it tells you is maybe he has a little bit of an anger problem. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe he needs to get that checked out.
Yeah.
But that doesn't make him a bad person.
And I don't want to feel bad for watching Arrested Development and enjoying it. Like, I'm excited for the new season.
Like, I don't want to be watching it and somebody sees me watching and they're like, how can you watch that? That guy yelled at her.
Exactly.
And you're like, okay.
And it's like, I've been really in the mood to rewatch that show, Horace and Pete, which is that Louis C.K. show.
Don't do that. Louis C.K.'s terrible. What were you thinking?
Exactly. Like, things will happen like that. And it's like, you can enjoy you can separate the art from the artist.
Exactly.
So, I don't know. That's my take on it. I think...
Honestly, most of the cast is kind of like... shit like this happens, like...
Yeah, the only person that wasn't super about that was Aaliyah Shawkat. She was kind of...
Well, she's still young. She don't understand.
She's not that young anymore. She's like in her 20s now.
Really?
20s.
I didn't see, what's-his-face, Michael Cera.
No, he wasn't in there. I think it was only part of the cast or whatever. But I don't know. I'm upset about it because just like everyone's trying to make something bigger out of something that happened. It's like even the New York Times article says, like, the very top is like, Arrested Development, we sat down with the cast, it got raw. Like, you're just like just like the way the media portrays something, which is a huge problem in today's society. Look at fucking Donald Trump. All fake news. So basically, just the way it's like swaying you, it's like as soon as you start it, it's like, oh, this isn't going to be a good article. And then there's like tons of subsequent articles talking about how this is such a big deal and why is Jason Bateman defending him. And it's like, Jason Bateman just wants the show to do good.
I'm surprised there wasn't like.
And he's like the mediator between all of them, and he's not defending his actions. He literally said that like 20 times. I'm not defending his actions.
Not belittling it.
Yeah, exactly.
The funny thing too is, I'm surprised there wasn't articles about how Will Arnett made that joke in there. Like, if you read the article, there's like something about how he like says like he keyed Bateman's car. Like,
yeah,
like you can tell it's clearly a joke.
Yeah,
but I'm surprised
it wasn't really a time to like make a joke, but like that was kind of like just the awkward tension.
That's Will Arnett.
Yeah, for sure.
But it's like, I'm surprised there wasn't an article about like that. Like, oh, this asshole made a joke during a serious moment.
Yeah. I love Will Arnett.
We shouldn't like him anymore either.
Yeah. I guess this is the picture. That's pretty funny, actually. They're all closing their eyes, except for maybe. So I don't know. It's just something that we got to work through in Hollywood now. Just everyone's so uptight.
It's not even just in Hollywood. It's even just anywhere, really. Sure. Everyone gets so uptight about everything.
So, yeah. I don't know. I'm looking forward to Arrested Development. Apparently, only the first 8 episodes are going to be airing. I didn't know that until I read something about it. I'm excited for it,
Does that
though.
make you angry, Jimmy? Do you want to yell at me?
I'm angry at Netflix.
Do you want to yell at Netflix?
God damn you,
And
Netflix.
now people won't be allowed to watch this show anymore, so they'll be like, oh, that Jimmy Fitch guy, he yelled.
Nobody. Well, I mean, nobody watches this, so it's fine. Or nobody listens to this. Nobody hears it.